King of Wands. So you guys. So fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I love the King of Wands. Why? Because he's amazing. He's spectacular. He's kind of larger than life. He's the entrepreneur. He's the boss. He's very kind of emperor-like energy I always get with the King of Wands. Now, the thing is, have a look. He's here. He's always in this fabulous robes. I always see him. He's very comfortable in the spotlight. This is about socializing. I want to say this to you. If you've been doing hermit mode, and I know a lot of people who are normally very kind of outgoing, very sociable out there, and they haven't been. I feel like you're coming back into that. If you're one of those people, for whatever reason, maybe something difficult happened and you were giving yourself time to heal over it. You were recharging, whatever it's been, whatever has been taking up your time and your energy. It kind of feels like it's time. It's Sagittarius. It's, there's ain't no party like a Sagittarius party. That's kind of the energy that's coming up here. That doesn't mean just a celebration, like a literal party. It's about reconnecting with people. That's what this week is, reconnecting with people. Being this person who's ready. He's in the spotlight. He's out there ready to go meet with people, putting himself out there, putting his energies out there, ready to create something new, acting on his passions. That's what the King of Wands does. And it feels like I've been asking you guys a lot the last few weeks, and, even in the posts that I've been putting up all over the place, that when's the last time you felt that passion? When was the last time you did something just for the fun of it or because it felt good? Because what we have here as the focus is the Five of Cups. And, there is a sense here. It's almost like, I want to go out there. I want to reconnect with people, but they're not there. Where's my support network? Where have people gone? Now, sometimes this comes up where, it's almost like, when we stop putting effort into something, we kind of see where our true relationships are. Now, that's happened to me. When I got very ill, I thought I had the most amazing network of friends, of, all these people that were in my life, and I had an amazing life until I became ill. And then when I wasn't able to organize the events, when I wasn't able to call everyone up and do it, everyone just went their own ways. Like, no one tried. Some people did. Those were my true friends it was revealed to me. But some people don't. And I kind of feel like that scenario is playing out here. But you still have Two Cups standing. There are still people that have your back, Sagittarius. Now, the Five of Cups, it's one of those cards that, it gets frowned upon, and it's very easy to say, hey, get over it, turn around, all's not lost. But when we feel like we've lost something, 'cause this is regret, missed opportunity, we missed out, it's that kind of energy. It feels like something happened while you were off dealing with something else, or something else needed your attention. Something was lost here. But there all is not lost. I always say honor those feelings of loss, but there's nothing wrong with that. Any emotion that comes up, it serves us, and it must be faced, and we have to go through that emotion. However, it's when we get stuck there. It's when all we can see is that. We can't see anything else. We're not interested in anything else. All we care about is the Two Cups. And, I think it's because I'm using this deck I've had this deck for years and years after such a long time. It's the old stuff that's coming back. I mean, where's he meant to be going? Or where are you meant to be going? Is he meant to be traveling over the bridge? Is he meant to be headed there? Where's your journey? It feels like you've forgotten your journey for now because you're looking at what's missing right now. And maybe that's what happened here. You were ready to take a leap of faith. You were ready to begin something new. And it feels like you've been ready for a while to get into this new transition. And that's the Fool, right? No map, no nothing, trusting, excited, happy, ready to go. Ready to go on this new journey. I always see the Fool as very much like the Knight of Wands, as in he's all about the experience. Doesn't need to know where he's going. Doesn't need to have faith in what's coming up. Doesn't need to know any of that. It's just about what will I experience. But did something happen that, either there was a companion that was meant to join you on this, and that can be, I don't know, starting a relationship, starting a new job, you're going to start a business venture, whatever. It doesn't matter though. You're the King of Wands. You can do this yourself. But it feels like something happened, or that either that wasn't the right time, something hadn't wrapped up. You were trying to get into something too quickly. You weren't ready for it. Whether that's energetically, whether that's because of practical stuff that was happening in your life. Or maybe you just didn't feel ready. You didn't have the confidence. He's very confident. Now it feels like there's an increase in your confidence. And it's almost as if whatever was lost here, it showed you how much you could do on your own. It showed you that you don't need that. Yeah, it's sad, when we don't have friends, or when whoever was supposed to back us, they leave us. But there is still a relationship of support here. 2 cups are still standing, right? So what we have in the present this week, it is that transition. This is it. The world. This is the completion of that old cycle. It says, take a pause, take a bow, take whatever. You did good. Sagittarius, you did good. And it doesn't always feel that way. The world is the successful completion of a cycle. That's why we have a victory wreath, and she's doing that victory dance. It doesn't feel like it a lot of the times, especially if this is going on. If it's like, what do you mean? I don't have anything. How's it a victory? I've lost 3 cups. I'm lovely got 2 left. Quality, not quantity, Sagittarius. That's what I'm trying to tell you here. But the world, it is that massive cycle is done, and it's to do with you. You are someone new now. You are in your power. You are in your element. It's time to go forward. It's time to go forward from this. There's no point trying to go back, guys. There just isn't. And the thing with the 5 of Cups is, I want you to imagine the whole kind of energy of the 5 of Cups is we're looking over our shoulder. We're meant to be going on this journey, going forward, but we're looking over our shoulder. How far can you go? If you try walking like that. Well, I wouldn't recommend it. You'll hurt yourself. But can you imagine? Imagine trying to walk down the street with your head kind of turned back, staring over your shoulder. Because that's the energy of the 5 of Cups. And the world is saying, move along, Sagittarius. Nothing left to see here. Let's go make something new. Let's go start this new adventure. And that's just it. You wanted this adventure in the past. You wanted it in the past. But something happened. Something happened. And that's going to be different for everyone, right? So where does this lead? Where does this lead? Once you acknowledge, you think, okay, cool. I've gotten what I've want. I've learned my lessons from this. Karmically, I'm done with this. Let's go somewhere new. Well, dream. You need a dream, right? Before you can go heading off and do something new, you need a dream. Now, yes, that's water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. The signs don't own the cards, right? But with the Knight of Cups coming up here, he is the dreamer. He's the one that, he's all about how he feels. He doesn't always have the goods to back up what he wants. He doesn't have it. But trust me, it takes a lot of guts to be that dreamer. It's much easier to become cynical, to become jaded. And what a lot of people do is they lose faith. They lose faith in themselves. They lose faith in humanity. They lose faith in their dreams coming true. So they just stop dreaming. And what they'll how they'll pass it off what they pass it off as is that, oh, no, I'm a grown up. I'm not being stupid. I'm not having silly dreams. I'm being practical. No, you've just missed the art. You just don't dream anymore. And dreaming is important, guys. It's important because how are you going to make that dream come true if you don't dream? And you have the goods to back it up with the King of Wands sat here. It kind of feels like whatever it was here that was got you to pause, look back, whatever. What gets you to turn around, and look, they are looking in different directions, right? What gets you to turn around is a new dream. How do you want to feel? Let's start there. How do you want to feel? The point of the Knight of Cups, if you have a look here, he's not at all focused on the horse. He's not looking at where the horse is going. He's focused on his cup. This is my cup. This is how I want to feel. This is what I have to offer. And the horse is kind of moving along, but through water, that's emotions, right? And that's the point of the Knight of Cups. He doesn't care about how he's going to get there. He cares about how he feels, what he has to offer. What is the dream? How could I feel? He's sometimes called the delusional romantic. Dream it. Now, think about it. They're beautiful cards. The only kind of downside is the 3 cups that have been knocked over. Well, guess what? Here they are. Here they are. That's your advice. Reconnect with loved ones. Reconnect. I mean, if some of you have fallen out with people that you love, your inner circle, your friends, whatever, there's an opportunity this week to get back in touch with them. But it's kind of like done in a big way. King of Wands, larger than life. Getting back in touch with people. Whatever happened before, if there's been bad blood in the family, with friends, whatever, that is done. That's the gift here. That cycle is complete. Fresh energy can come in now. We can go build something new. And don't, it's very telling here that the Fool comes up before, because it's almost like you're trying to do this before. So those of you that this message is for, and it won't be for everyone, obviously, you know what this is because you tried once before, or, you might have had the idea before it was presented to you, but you didn't take the leap of faith because you didn't have a dream. I had this conversation with someone actually the other day, and we were talking about how, a lot of people, their old dreams are coming back. And they're like, well, why didn't I get this dream before? Why is it that now is the time? Because we're talking about second chances. And I said, well, imagine, because they didn't want to get married. And they were saying that, oh, maybe I do want to get married now. Excuse me. And I was talking about writing a book. And I said, well, think about it this way. If you had gotten married to the first person that you had that dream with, you'd be a very different wife or husband than you would be now, right? Or writing a book. The book that you would write 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it's going to be very different from the book that you'd write now. Maybe the crucial missing aspect of this was this dream, how you want to feel. And you needed whatever you went through here to get you to this point, to who you are now, to be able to kind of go out there with this dream, to have the good. I mean, before, maybe you would have had the dream, or maybe, you wouldn't have had the guts to have that kind of a dream. But even if you had, you wouldn't have known what to do with it. You wouldn't have had the goods that the King of Wands brings in, the action, the entrepreneurial spirit, the kind of passion, the inspiration to go for it, the confidence to go for it, which now you do. With the Three of Cups coming up here as the advice, it kind of feels like maybe the Fool goes on a trip on his own. I mean, he has his little dog there, which talks about support, but that's more, it can be our instincts as well, right? With the Three of Cups coming up here, though, you're not doing this alone now. And I think before you would have had to have gone, you wouldn't have had the support. Now you do have the support. And you still think, I think this week is where you find out who is there for you, who's got your back, who's your inner circle, who are your friends, who are you taking on this new journey with you? Because for some reason you couldn't do it before, but you can. You can now. You can now. It's very telling, right? 3 cups fallen over, but 3 cups. Then all is not lost, Sagittarius. This is the week to go find that out, to reconnect with loved ones. People that you love and support, and that love and support you. It's your network of support. All right. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. I mean, forget this about, doing stuff for other people. It doesn't mean like be codependent or anything. But I feel like that is it. Who do you love and support? Who loves and supports you? Maybe you've always been focused on what other people can do for you. And now you're focusing more on, well, who do I enjoy being around? Who would I go to the ends of the earth for? Like, go on that adventure with and stuff. It's a shift in the focus. Oftentimes I've worked with a lot of people who they will say, well, no one gives me this. No one gives me that. They don't do whatever. And I'll say, well, okay, what are you doing for them? And they're like, well, nothing. Why would I do anything for them if they're not doing anything for me first? And I'm like, well, somebody has to go first. I'll contact people and say, hey, I'd love for us to be friends. And they're like, whoa, okay. But, explore a friendship with people or reconnect with loved ones. Someone has to take the first step. Feels like it's you, but you have the energy to do it. Maybe there's people around you that don't have the energy here, but it's big. It looks like it's something small. And I'm saying that because of the minor arcana energy. That's kind of on a very kind of basic day-to-day level, reconnecting with people. But for whatever it is, it's pivotal point in your life, in the journey of your life. Who are you taking on this new trip with you? Who are you taking into this new chapter in your life? Maybe it's time to start figuring out